Do you find yourself telling people what they should do, or feeling maybe that, you kind of think that they're going in the wrong direction, so you just hand out your advice to them without them asking it? In this video today, I'm talking about respecting everyone's journey. Big lesson. Peace. What's going on, peeps? My name is Chris and I love everything to do with the mind, self-development, the human being, human behavior, everything that helps us on our journey through life. And if I can give you any tools, tips, advice, experiences, perspectives, anything that I can to help you on your journey throughout life, this is what I'm here for in this video. So, respecting everyone's journey. One thing I've realized on my journey throughout life is that we can be so quick to judge people's journeys or directions, or the mistakes that they've made, or it doesn't matter if they're friends, partners, family, whatever, but we can become very opinionated and tell them what they should be doing, with really forgetting about their journey. Now, it's funny when you look at it from this point, because when you actually find that some people are not at maybe where you want to have them be thinking with a situation that maybe they've had in the past, or that they're dealing with, that you may have dealt with, although you can definitely give advice if they ask for it, or you can just impart advice if you want. But telling them what they should and shouldn't do is never going to work, because when you do that, a lot of the time there's a resistance from people. I think maybe it's because of resistance of authority. We want to no thanks. But when we actually allow someone to go on their own journey and have their own experience with it, and they do it, it's not going to be the same experience that we've had. We can always impart the lesson that we learned from our experience, but it's on them to have what they're going to experience, because no experience is exactly the same. No expectation that we create in our mind is exactly the same. No story we create in what's going to happen in the future is exactly the same. No looking back from both two different people is going to be exactly the same. It's all new perspectives, different perspectives. Someone's journey is different to another. And although a lot of the times, a lot of the people that I've met throughout my journey, friends, strangers, whatever, I've found that maybe I've been at some point in their journey on my life, and I've also found that later on I kind of hit their part of their journey that they were on when I met them, which I find quite interesting. Now, maybe because we're all human beings, we all have our own certain paths, but when it comes down to the core of something, I find that there's a lot of similarities with us. We all deal with the same emotions, we all deal with the same kind of aspects of our mind, a lot of us, majority of us. These are things that make us up to what we are, human beings. And so, although you can tell someone what they should do, doesn't necessarily help them. Because we learn on our own, we learn from our mistakes, we learn from the things that we do. And this doesn't mean don't go asking for advice. It just means don't go giving advice when it's not needed. You're able to gauge when it's needed or not, of course. But don't just go you know, you should do this will blah blah. It's not helpful a lot of the time. And sometimes it is. Know when it isn't, and know when it is. In some books I've read in the past that talks about how males and females interact, and how, you know, males are highly logical and females are a lot more emotional. And so you can tell us something and we'll just kind of like, yep, all good, sweet, whatever. But, you know, when there's a issue in a relationship, usually the girl just wants you to listen. That's what it is. Which makes sense, because, like, you know, when we're with our guy mates, we find that we just have real simple, direct kind of talk. Whereas when females are with females, they'll have like the emotional talk, they'll have the listening and everything like that. So there's a couple of books I've read on this. Classic one is Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. And listening is one of the skills, guys, that you have to learn, because it's only going to pay you in tenfold if you can listen to your partner. So keeping in mind that when you're listening and active listening to what someone's saying, when they're talking to you about or sharing stuff about what's going on for them, just listen, be there, support them, hold space for them while they tell you what they need to tell you or want to tell you, and just show that support by listening. Maybe you can share something that's similar along the lines of what you experienced in the past, which will only create more of a rapport between you. With friends, you usually have that rapport, you know. When you go into that aspect of that sharing mentality, you create a deeper rapport with that individual. Just something to think about. So, in recap, respect everyone's journey. Everyone's got a different journey. Everyone's on a different page. Some people are on the same page at times. Some people are on different lines. Some people are on different words. Some people are in different books. But we're all in the same bookcase. So just remember that. Next time you're about to tell someone what they should do, and next time you're about to interrupt someone about their problem, challenge, issue. If you do, of course. And in saying that, you can really do this by making someone smile today. You never know that something so small can make a huge difference. This is video number 20 today. 10 more to go. Getting excited. Don't know how I'm going to do it in the next 4 days because I got my course, but I'm going to do my best. And you know the deal. Down below, these ones here. Pa 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 pa. Hit them all. Comment when you've done this in the past. I did it many times in my last relationship at the beginning, and then I tried to learn more to listen and hold space, and it takes time, it takes practice, you know, and I'm still not perfect, but it can be done. As always, keep on keeping on. Keep on wondering. Go gently. Much love and peace. But know when it isn't, and know when it's